Hello, guys. This is Ryan Mackenzie here, also known as LP Meteor Fan Media 2003. And today is a very special day. Today is Jeremy Mckinnon's 40th birthday. Now, to those who don't know who Jeremy Mckinnon is, he is the lead vocalist of the American rock band A Day to Remember. A Day to Remember is one of my all-time favorite bands. So to show love and appreciation towards Jeremy and the rest of the band, here is my CD collection from A Day to Remember. Now, before I jump into the collection, I want to quickly say if you hear sniffling or some throat clearing, I apologize. I'm currently fighting a cold right now. It's not so bad now, but during the weekend, it was really bad. So yeah, so apologies if I sound a bit like Pedro Pascal in this video. But yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look at the CDs real quick. So push them to the side. Start with this one. This is Old Record. Now, if you're super familiar with the band, you probably don't know what this album is. This is actually a re-release of their 2005 debut album, And the Name Was Treason. What on earth was that? I don't think I said there was something going on up there. Anyways, so this is a re-release of their 2005 debut album, And the Name Was Treason. They re-released it and gave it new artwork, and then retitled it Old Record. This has some really good songs like Heartless, You Had Me at Hello, You Should Have Killed Me When You Had the Chance, A Second Glance, Casablanca Sucked Anyways. Yeah. Definitely not A Day to Remember's best album by any means, but for a debut album, this is actually really good. There's the disc. I like how the disc looks like a vinyl record player. Not player, but one of those vinyl records. That's pretty cool. I don't think there's anything behind there. There is. I don't know if you can see that, but there is something behind there. So that's it for Old Record. But maybe it's my own Old Record instead of And the Name Was Treason, because that album is very hard to find. And once I do find it, it was like very expensive. Like it's like at least £40 on eBay, and I haven't found it in like a random charity shop either. So yeah. Next up is For No Sign of Heart. I own two copies of this album. This is the original release. This is the one that ends at Start the Shooting. This one's got some really good songs like The Plot to Bomb the Panhandle, with mouthful words that, Monument, Here's the Past. Something's going on there, I swear to God. I apologize, guys, for the noise in the corner. Anyways, Speaking of the Devil, The Dangerous Star in the Fire, A Shot in the Dark is a banger as well. Open this up. There's the disc. There's barely anything on the disc. Yeah, not the best disc, but it's fine. And that's what the background artwork is like. So that's it for the original release of No Sign of Heart. And then here is the reissue from 2008. This one's got different packaging and artwork. Really, really nice kind of a cover. Spine. And there's the back. This one does have the bonus tracks, which includes 2 re-recordings from their debut album, Heartless and You Should Have Come When You Had a Chance, as well as the cover of the Kelly Clarkson song Seems to Be Gone. I actually like this version much more than Kelly Clarkson's version. Did not like that version by Kelly Clarkson at all. And then a new kind of song, Wild Walk on Water When We Got Boats. And then this also includes a DVD which includes like live performances. Oh, camera's a bit blurry. There we go. As well as music videos for Plots Upon the Panhandle and The Danger and Starting a Fire. So that's pretty cool. So let's take the little sleeve out. There we go. I love this cover, actually. That's a really, really cool cover. And there's the back. Because that had the picture of the band members that kind of crammed the track list and other stuff into like kind of one. Yeah, you know what I mean. There's the inside, and there's the disc. Well, one of the discs. You got the CD. Oop. And then there's the DVD. And the camera's going out of focus again, which is nice. So yeah, Feels Have Heart, awesome album, absolutely love it. Definitely my favorites from the band. And I think everybody from, or anyone who's familiar with this band should be familiar with this album, Homesick. This album's kind of become a bit of a classic nowadays, especially with songs like The Downfall of Us All, I'm a Wax Like What You're Made Of, Have Faith in Me, Mr. Highway's Thinking About the End, If It Means a Lot to You. But there's some other really good songs in this album, like NJ Legion Ice-T, My Life for Hire, Welcome to the Family, Holding It Down for the Underground, Another Song About the Weekend. Literally any of the songs on this album I say are perfect. There's the disc again. I like how it's just the eagle from the reissue of Feels Have Heart. That's pretty neat. Back is just like thank you notes from the band members, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, Homesick, absolutely adore this album. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. Just perfect album. And then here's another copy of Homesick that I have. This one is a special edition. Hopefully I can focus. There we go. Special edition. So this has the same track listing, except you get 2 bonus acoustic tracks for Homesick and another song about the weekend. So that's pretty cool. And unlike the standard edition, this one does have disc art, which I like. Well, not too much disc art, but something at least. So yeah. So that's it for the special edition of Homesick. Next up, What Separates Me From You, which celebrated its 15th anniversary a couple weeks ago, which is cool. This one includes some more classic songs like All at Once, All Signs Point to Lauderdale, Second Sucks. Yeah. There's some other really good songs, Smell Like Out of Time, If I Leave. This is The House That Doubt Built, Sticks and Bricks. Yeah. There's the inside. I love the disc. The disc is cool. Take that out. Cool artwork. The band members. Definitely one of my favorite albums from this band. This album is so good. Could have been better if I had a couple more tracks though, but yeah. Next up is Common Courtesy from 2013. The story behind this album is actually interesting. If you're a fan of A Day to Remember, you guys know the infamous lawsuit with Victory Records that the band had to kind of go through. Yeah. As far as the tracks, you got Why Back At It Again, which is another classic song from our modern times. I'm Already Gone, despite being quite of a mellow song, I really do like that song a lot. Dead or Buried is a banger. And yeah, the bonus tracks are really good as well. And like, for those that have Harvey issue, this has a bonus DVD. That's cool. Opening this up, there's the CD, and then There's the DVD. Pretty cool. And yeah, Common Courtesy, again, one of my favorite albums from the band. I mean, it's just amazing. What else can I say? Next up is Bad Vibrations from 2016. This one is the deluxe edition. And this one includes 2 bonus tracks, Negative Space and In Florida. Sorry. Paranoia is actually one of the band's most popular songs. Glad it is, I really love that song, actually. And there's also some really good ones as well, like Bullfight, Turn Off the Radio, Forgive and Forget. So, yeah. I love the artwork for this album. This is pretty cool. I love the disc as well. Really cool artwork on the disc. Here's the background artwork. You can't really see it too well, but yeah. Yeah, Bad Vibrations, not one of their absolute best albums, but still awesome. And now we'll move on to everyone's favourite. You're welcome. Being sarcastic, I know it's not everyone's favourite album from this band. And I probably would agree, this album's not the best thing they've done. I got this album anyways because I wanted to have all the Days of Number albums. And there's a couple good songs I like in here, like Resentment and Last Chance to Dance, Bad Friend. But yeah, this album, yeah, it's not the best they've done, but yeah. I actually like the disc though. This disc's pretty cool. And this was the last album to feature bassist Joshua Rudolph before he left the band several months after this album came out. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. I don't know if I say it's absolutely awful, but it's definitely not the best. And then we have their latest album, Big Ol' Album Volume 1. Obviously, they're going to do a Volume 2 at some point. I would love to think they'll do it in 2026 or next year, but I doubt it. They'll release Volume 2 next year, but you never know. This has been described as a big kind of a comeback album from the band after fans were not happy with the last album. You're welcome. This includes some really good songs like Make It Make Sense, Miracle, To the Death. All My Friends is a great song as well, actually. Yeah. There's the inside, there's the disc. I want to take the disc out because the background's just plain red. But yeah. So that's for Big Ol' Album Volume 1. Right. I'm gonna just lay out all the albums like this. Yeah, that'll be the way to wrap up this video. So that is my Days of Number collection on CD. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys next time. And once again, happy birthday to Jeremy Mckinnon. Bye.